Welcome, everyone. This is Arch Gabe, and I'm going to share this disturbing clip a friend of mine shared with me on Facebook, and this needs to go viral. So it really needs to go viral. See this photo here? I want you to just look at this photo carefully, okay? And I want you to pay attention what you're about to hear.
Right now, I'm going to just read a quote from Edward Mandell House and what he had to say in a private meeting with Woodrow Wilson, president between 1913 and 1921, from the private papers of Woodrow Wilson. Quote, "Very soon, every American will be required to register their biological property in a national system designed to keep track of the people, and that will operate under the ancient system of pledging. By such methodology, we can compel people to submit to our agenda, which will affect our security as chargeback for our fiat paper currency. Every American will be forced to register or suffer not being able to work and earn a living. They will be our chattel, and we will hold the security interest over them forever by operation of law merchant under the scheme of secured transactions. Americans, by unknowingly or unwittingly delivered the bills of lading to us, will be rendered bankrupt and insolvent, forever to remain economic slaves through taxation secured by their pledges. They will be stripped of their rights and given commercial value designated to keep us a profit that will be none the wiser. For not one man in a million could ever figure out our plans, and if by accident one or two would figure it out, we have in our arsenal plausible deniability. After all, this is the only logical way to fund government, by floating liens and debt to the registrants in the form of benefits and pledges. This will inevitably reap us huge profits beyond our wildest of expectations and leave every American a contributor to this fraud, which we will call social insurance. Without realizing it, every American will insure us for any loss we may incur, and in this manner, every American will unknowingly be our servant, however begrudgingly. The people will become helpless, without any hope for their redemption, and we will employ the high office of the President as our dummy corporation to foment this plot against America. Having established plausible deniability, even if people become enlightened that they had a remedy and pursued it, the attorneys, judges, and legislators could claim that they did not understand the people's claims, especially if the technical requirements for achieving it were not followed pursuant to statutory requirements, requiring the public schools to teach civics, government, and history classes out of federally approved, politically correct textbooks written by the publishing houses owned by the owners of the Federal Reserve would assure that the people would not discover the remedy for a long time, if ever. I would recommend that everyone read Fruit from a Poisonous Tree by Melvin Stamper, Melvin Stamper, Stamper. That is Fruit from a Poisonous Tree. This is out of chapter 2 of...
See that, folks? Amazing, huh? Let's go back to this photo again. It's telling you right there. I, by the way, I found this photo a couple of years ago, and yeah, it's in your face. Um, I've also heard about this foregoing citation that the from this confidential meeting that includes Woodrow Wilson. So um, this is folks. I've been sharing a lot on my channel about the system. Um, I'm going to provide links below, okay, about what kind of system we have. Okay, the banking system is one big chunk of the problem. I wouldn't say it's the whole thing. You have to understand that the system we have is not lawful. The banking system is just a major tool for the insurgent system. Because there's a lot of people out there that focus so much on a Federal Reserve and deep state and all that, and people, I've observed a lot of people, they don't really fully understand the entire system, how it operates. I've say this because I've communicated a lot of people over the years, and I've not just that I communicate with people, but I read up comments. I just to see what people at. So folks, this system is the enemy. You see, everything we've been taught through public school and private school as well. Okay, it says it right there. Politically correct. Everything the way they design, how they teach us and giving us false history. Okay, most of us don't even know what type of system we have. I always talk about that. We don't know what type of government we have, and we continuously um, consent to this system. So the system is going to find many different ways to control you. If you go back with that video on that secret letter, you know, uh, you know, I really encourage everyone to really listen, play back as many times as possible. Um, it's I just wanted to say that because you know we thinking that somebody in office is going to make things right, and that's a hard line program we've been fed into. Um, every corner of the insurgent system is not lawful. Okay, that means local, that means state, that means federal level. Okay, um, this I'm hoping that this clip goes viral. Um, I'm pretty sure other people share this. I'm not gonna stand here and say I'm the only one, but I wanted to share this because you know these are one of the tools that the system has been building up for decades. Okay, okay. Research the stuff that what you just heard. Research it. I'm gonna put the citation of this secret meeting with with Wilson, and I'm gonna put the links below um, that anybody can learn about this so-called government we have. Um, it's if people at large have to educate themselves, and to do that, to educate yourself of the real threat that we have, people are going to have to make a decision on whether you're going to continue listening to the political propaganda that keeps you going in circles, listen to these uh, paid activists that's installed by the system, listen to centralized media, all these things that's going on is to keep people from knowing uh, key issues, the real issues, like this right here. Okay, and if people don't act, it's too late because we did it to ourselves. But there is, uh, you know, I don't really believe it's too late. People have to, at large, abolish this system. Okay, there's no other way around it. I know we're believe that again, if you vote for the right person, it's gonna change um, their plans. It's gonna erupt their major grand plan to enslave people in many different ways. Um, and for those that's waiting for Q to come back, or do you got Q followers? I've noticed that's popping up because of Trump. Uh, Everybody in office that you voted for or you plan to vote for is empowering the system. Okay, this is not our government. I've been extremely straightforward about it, and I provided evidence. This is not our government. The 14th Amendment was not ratified. There is lots of evidence that support that. Of course, the narrative that you've been told is going to tell you otherwise. The 14th Amendment wasn't ratified. It created an alternate system. That's what the 14th Amendment did. Okay. You have to understand what the Reconstruction Act of 1867, what it was designed to do. This is not our Republican form of government, and this is not the constitutional federal. Okay. What we have is a reconstructed state and federal system. Okay. That allows the bankers to, plan out what they do. Everything goes hand in hand. So I don't just focus on the bankers and all that and globalists. No, I focus mostly on the system. You see, especially for people now getting their attention with the World Economic Forum, all these globalists and the bankers, what they're doing, they can't, they won't be able to accomplish or what they plan to do. They need this system in place to carry out their plan. Okay. And so what that needs, also people play a major part into this plan. So we consent to this system that's not lawful, that's designed to enslave us. Then this system, okay, this insurgent governmental system, basically open the door for the bankers, the globalists, okay? Those talk about the World Economic Forum, okay? Okay, so this system, again, it allows what's coming, okay? But it needs your consent. So people at large are participating in the system. So I always talk about voting, right? I did a clip on Section 2 of the 14th Amendment, okay? What voting, that is a crime to vote for these imposters in this system, okay? Um, this right here, folks, this is one of the serious problems that this needs to be talked about. This needs to be talked about at large. People need to organize. Uh, you have to organize. You're gonna have to organize in your communities. When I mean, let me be clear about organize. You're gonna have to organize as people. You're gonna have to not involve or have any affiliation with the people in office. For example, if you want to organize, anybody's listening, if you want to organize and put a stop to this, we're conditioned to believe that we have to involve somebody in office to help far as the organization or be the voice of the people. None of these criminals are the voice of the people. They are imposters. If you don't believe me, click the link in my bio. Click the link actually below, excuse me. And I provide all that information. Okay. Um, we're going to have to get together on our own and organize. We're going to have to put a stop to it. I would love to say certain things on YouTube, but I figure if I say certain things on YouTube, YouTube might just shut the channel down. So people going to have to take action against the system, local, state, federal. It is unavoidable. I know that some of us we are afraid, and that's understandable, but it is unavoidable. And being afraid is not going to make things go away. This system has been planning many ways to enslave us for a very long time. But we're too busy, okay? We're too busy being distracted with the ongoing political propaganda. It could be LGBTQT, whatever the hell you call it. It could be whatever, all kinds of crap that I don't put my energy into. But I know that the stuff, the garbage that you see in social media, for example, is designed to keep people off course. So I don't. I just have to use the LGBTQT, whatever. I'm sorry, can't remember the abbreviation of that crap. But the thing is that when a system tries to keep people divided, is by design. You understand that? It could be about the white supremacy, right? The same old, the good old white supremacy thing. They like to pull that card out there, right? That's another political propaganda. Okay? People do some stupid stuff through ignorance, whatever, right? Or it could be you got people from Central America or South America who's going to walk on foot, right? Cross the border, right? You have that. The system likes playing that fear. But there's a lot of things there's a lot of things that the system knows exactly how to control people's emotions. And while people are distracted with the same old political card, this is what's going on. You know, how the banking system is designed to enslave you. People don't own home. People out of home that mortgage everything. I mean, I could go. I could just go in. Maybe I should do a clip on the mortgage fraud. But I just wanted to share what I know on top of this clip that you heard. Uh, you know, I I'm gonna keep sharing. I'm gonna keep sharing what I know. I'll do what I can on my end, but people are gonna have to get off their behind, and they're gonna have to get together. You can only do so much on social media and YouTube and stuff like that. It's great to get information out, but the reality is people are going to have to take action outside the web. Okay, nobody in office represent us. Okay, folks, nobody. And if you think because they're supporting your political ideology, think again. That political ideology that you so identify yourself with, it's been created by the elites, the corporate elites, right? All you conservatives and liberals and libertarians and folks that call themselves independent parties, whatever, the Green Party, all of that's been created through the corporate elites, the insurgents, right? All that's been created to get you to vote, to be a belligerent in rebellion, right? You all really need to listen to that Section 2 of the 14th Amendment clip that I put on my channel, okay? All right? Your political ideology is just another tool to divide you, to divide and control you. I just want to make that very clear, okay? So again, look at this photo right here and know and understand fully well that this system has an agenda and it will not stop. It will aim for its goal unless people at large come together and put a stop to it. And what I mean, folks, to abolish and to take action to abolish the system, you're going to have to read between the lines. And in fact, matter of fact, uh, go, read the Declaration of Independence. When a system becomes destructive, because we have a tyrannical system, folks. It doesn't matter what political parties in the House. Doesn't matter. This system, we have a tyrannical system from local to the federal level. When a system becomes destructive, right, folks, it is our duty. Nobody inside the system is going to save us, folks. We have become too soft, too complacent. You're going to have to take action, folks. I'm hoping that I could be one of the voice because I'm very straightforward, and I wish I could say more things, but I don't want the channel to be shut down. I want to try to get the message across to people as much as possible. But I just want you to know uh, what we're dealing with. Bury your head under the sand, waiting for someone to come from the sky is not going to save you, folks. You're going to have to you're going to have to band together. You don't have to be friends with each other. You're going to have to band together, organize locally, do whatever you can to get the word out. This is not about just the banking system. It's not about the Federal Reserve notes. That's part of it. We have an insurgent system. Remember, every every state government, okay, under the 14th Amendment, is not a Republican form of government. It's not. So, this is the real deal, folks. Okay, running away overseas, moving to wherever you want to move outside the U.S. It's not going to change anything, folks. I did a clip on the world communism. Okay, wherever you go, folks, whatever country you go and you feel like you're safe, it's just a matter of time that country is going to be under a new world order. So, folks, you're going to have to stand up together and you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to take the monster down. That is close as I could get on YouTube. So, I need to express this because I feel fired up. I feel I'm not afraid. The system needs to be abolished from the ground up. If you want to have a future and you're so concerned about your child's future, folks, you're going to have to be, you're going to have to really, really have the urgency to be free and to abolish the system. I cannot say enough. I'm just saying this right now. The system at large, the whole entire system, folks. Okay, there's no deep state, and the other part of the system is good. No, the entire thing. I could go on and on, but I'm hoping that you all get the message. Uh, hit the like button, folks. Appreciate if you like anyone like it. Just hit the like button, please, and hit subscribe. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to all. Help get the word out, folks. Okay, you claim to be a truther, right? You're a hardcore truther. Well, help get the word out. Share all my clips on my channel, folks. But the work, we're gonna have to do the work outside of social media, folks. Action, physical action. We have to. There's no other way around it, folks. I know you don't like to hear it. Some of you may not want to hear it. Because I say these things because I know and I see how people you are afraid. And I want to say this before I go. I was talking to another friend of mine, about how the system uh, spins this whole thing with Waco, Texas. And I don't like, it's very hard for me to watch the latest documentary or latest show because it's very, very close to, on point to what actually happened. I can't watch it. It makes me so angry. But I just want to say that how the insurgent system spins Waco is to be a political propaganda did. And it psychologically puts people afraid. That's what I told my friend earlier. People, they may not admit it. Some of you out there listening, you may not want to admit it, but you are afraid because you feel that the system is so vast, so equipped that there's nothing you could do. Nothing you could do. That's how they got you. That's how you became soft. And I'm gonna also, you know, challenge the Christian conservatives out there too. You became soft. So if you want to be the patriots during the Revolutionary War, you know you're gonna have to put a lot. You're gonna have to do a lot of soul searching, folks. And being afraid is not going to help. You have to understand your power, folks. You have to understand that this system is so afraid. It wants to control every aspect of our life. That is goal. It is afraid of us, and it works endlessly to divide us. And and you have to understand the system is outnumbered. I don't care how many toys they got. I don't care how many military bases they have. I don't give a damn what type of experimental shit they're doing. All I'm saying is that when people are well informed and well educated and become very gritty, I'm talking about the people resembles their through action. Again, as the patriots during the Revolutionary War, the system is in trouble. And they hope that will never happen. So I just want to stop here. I know I could go on and on, but I feel that this is so important. There's so many things that I could talk about, but I just want you to, really pay attention to this real issue. This is one of the main issues, one of the main real issues we're going through. This is not a one man war. This is going to take people. This is going to take people. Yes, one person can make a difference, but this fight have to involve people. You have a responsibility. You have a responsibility, folks. You want a better future for yourself and especially for your children, folks? Just remember what I've been saying. I'm not going to repeat it. All right, folks. Until then, I will be back with the next topic. Take care.